What up, team? Walrus Den and viewers and friends and weirdos that searched these terms, found this video, or whoever linked this to someone, you should probably stop being friends with them. Um, this is an erotic reading of some Twilight fan fiction for mature audiences only. If you're not of age, wherever the hell you live, get the fuck out. We don't want you. Nuh-uh. Get out, man. This is for promotion of the Team 2G slash Team Edward Bootcamp giveaway of $50 Steam card. Details below. Click that link. The more entries, the more helpful you are directly to us, the team of Team Edward. This is because we got to a certain point of entries, and I hope we get more. Jake ran his hand down my thigh. I sighed. This is heaven, I thought to myself. All thoughts of the movie we were supposed to be watching flew out the window when I glanced over at him. His smoldering eyes, the sheer gorgeousness that his body and the slight hint of woodsy musk that I could smell all combined to inflame the very blood in my veins. The only thought in my mind at the point in time was how much I needed that body smothering mine, filling me with so completely and driving me wild with desire. Jake's hand lingered on my thigh, and he squeezed it gently, making me look at him. I could not help but wonder if that was the single biggest mistake I have ever made. The breath I had left in my chest flew out my lungs. My head started to spin. His dark brown eyes caught my icy blue ones and held them as if by some unreasonable magnetism. My mouth dried up and my palms began to sweat. I carefully licked the bottom of my lip, moistening it a little bit. I saw Jake's eyes follow the slight movement of my tongue, as if this was the signal Jake was waiting for. He began to inch his body closer to mine. His incredible musky scent floated in his breath over me. Whilst in this moment, I was sure nothing would interrupt this magic. Fuck, this is awkward. I whimpered softly as he turned his face to me entirely and began to move slowly toward mine. Too long, I gasped as I thrust my hands into the dark mop of his hair and pulled his lips to mine. He groaned in my mouth and kissed me back with an unrivaled passion. My very soul began to burn slowly with the intensity of the sensation of his lips fighting mine for control. Jake pulled away and started to kiss me on the neck, the cheeks, and my chest, and when his lips found mine again, he ran his tongue slightly over my bottom lip, mimicking my action from just before. I gasped and pulled him closer to me. He smiled and pulled out of my grasp. Easy, baby, we still have a couple of hours before my dad gets home. I sighed and ran my hands down his arms. The sound of his voice made my insides quiver. I am on fire for you, honey, and I need you to put me out. This is a matter of life and death, Jacob Black, and I don't know about you, but I am hoping you will do the noble thing here. A wicked smile danced over his handsome face as he leaned over towards me. Leaned? Whatever. You really think this is going to help? He breathed into my ear before nipping my earlobe. Gasping for air, I managed to choke out, "Yes, Jake, I do." I wrapped my arms around his shoulders and he kissed me again, deeper and more thoroughly this time. The soft wool of the rug tickled the skin of my bare back as he carefully laid me down. He sighed into my neck as he stretched his body along the length of mine. I turned my face to his and kissed him swiftly, drawing him closer to me. His hands found my hair and pulled it out of the mess of a ponytail I had made that morning. He groaned as his fingers slipped into my strawberry locks. I gasped as he pulled my hair a little. He caught my moan in his mouth, and his tongue began to battle mine for control of the kiss. My hands were all over his body as he slipped my pants down over my hips. Well, I'm done with this. Alright. That was alright. Yo, fuck that shit. That should have been Edward.